I took a bold stand by bringing products to the marketplace where women weren't really visible at the table. And it changed me as a person, changed my leadership, and caused a redirection in my company.
At a previous employer, when it came to promotions within the company and people that were able to move up, they all looked the same. I really pushed back on when there were positions available that they look at women, people of color. It wasn't able to make an impact at that organization, but it really did push me forward in my path to leadership and being willing to step away from that organization and move towards what we've created with Equally Created.
The first time that I really had to stand with those I was serving, whose voices were being marginalized. I paid a price for it, but I also earned something far greater, and that would be their trust and their respect. Real leadership is about choosing courage over what's comfortable and doing what's right over what's easy.
In the early 2000s, there was a structural shift that took place in my industry. As a middle market firm, we probably needed to make a change in reaction to that regulatory change. And I suggested that to my partners and my colleagues. Some agreed, some didn't. I ultimately migrated to a different firm from one of the initial firms I was with, suggesting that bold change, who did accept those types of changes and were adopting them on their own.
I implemented a policy allowing each staff member 1.5 hours per week to take for their own mental health care. This initiative has strengthened our team's resilience and built a culture of compassion and care.
The habits that fuel my leadership and elevate our team is generally driven to connection to the individuals, understanding what makes them tick. By doing so, we get better output, better engagement, and better communication across the organization to ensure we're driving towards a single goal.
Our communication habits. We're in the communication business. Communication is not just a useful skill, but it is a primary tool that we must master.
We foster a can-do attitude. If a task is safe and ethical, we help get it done. I never ask my team to do something I wouldn't do myself, and that builds respect and trust across the company.
I find my most productive sessions during a day are from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And so I schedule all of my high impact important meetings between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. And after lunch, I debrief with my junior and my senior colleagues about the meetings that took place during the course of the day. What did we learn? What can we do better? And we start planning for the next day.
Some of the things that I think that we do that really push our team to have a stronger culture or spend time together are things like family meals. They'll come together and they'll sit and they'll talk and they'll actually stop working and they'll figure out what are each other doing, what projects are they working on, what's going on in their lives. And it also allows a time for them to be creative.
Helping others believe in a vision that they can't yet see really is a mix of intuition and inspiration. I think as a leader, it's inspiring a team and helping them see where you're going, but also using that intuition to recognize that it's going to be something that emerges.
Faith is the evidence of things not seen. And so I try to communicate and inspire my team to worry about today and let tomorrow take care of itself.
Telling them the why. If I really dig in and I help paint the picture of where we're going and what we're doing, and they see the courage in myself to just take these steps that they're often willing to come along. It really gives them the energy they need to keep moving in the right direction.
By giving them tangible things to see, which is little milestones and wins as we are able to build. Being able to connect and be able to just understand where we're going in the future and instead of being afraid of it, it really creates impact.
I inspire others by taking risks and being okay with failing fast. I believe that if we all understand that we're capable of taking risks and learning from those, we can move forward and win together.
I inspire others to believe in a future that they can't yet see by grounding our work in empathy and shared vision and hope. When the trauma we witness is heavy, I remind our team it's not necessarily what we're fighting against, but what we're fighting for.
Leading a team, showing them where we're going, being bold with our goals, and being confident that we can attain those goals.
Use storytelling to share the wins that your employees can really grab hold of, because when you tell stories about things that you've already done, it helps to anchor the vision that you're trying to create so that your employees believe that, hey, because we've done these things in the past, we can do these things in the future too.
The moment that my career moved from being work to something that was really involved in purpose is I had been very successful in corporate life. About 20 some odd years ago, I saw a Dateline special that opened my eyes to the world of human trafficking with young children. We took action and we changed our lives, but I recognized that life was not about a vocation or making a living. It was about a livelihood that was about connecting to your values.
In 2018, I read John Chambers, the Cisco Systems CEO's book, Connecting the Dots. In the book, he talks about this disrupt or be disrupted, and that 40% of companies might not exist in this post-AI era. From there, I really understood the importance of helping organizations in the US stay viable and relevant.
My leadership journey changed from business to purpose when I realized that it wasn't about just making money and creating a business. It was about people. And I feel that every single day, that impact I want to provide to people on changing their lives for the better is what drives my purpose.
When I joined Goodwill 2 years ago, and Shop Goodwill specifically, I learned very quickly how the work that we do matters, how it provides empowerment for people with barriers to employment. And I was able to see that in my own personal life with my daughter, who is an adult with disabilities.
It's always been about purpose. When I found myself being a single mom, the purpose of my business was to have time with my sons. And to this day, I believe that's our purpose. We give families, associates a chance to earn a great living so that they can have time with their family.
I knew we had to be different. Our mission became clear: put people above the bottom line. Our success is built on a simple belief: when employees, the company, and customers work as one team, everyone wins.
My leadership journey shifted from business to purpose when I knew what it felt like to live in a food desert when I was growing up. I wanted to make sure that I would give back and to have my company to be very purposeful in the community.
I heard a saying, it was before you climb the ladder of success, you better make sure it's leaning against the right building. When I stopped listening to the world tell me who they thought I should be and my gut telling me who I really am, is when I was able to put that ladder against the right building, and I haven't looked back.
Did I have a larger life's purpose? And I really realized the different conversations that I'd had and the different team members that I had impacted. It's really about the whole person. It's about the impact that it's making for those employees and their careers that we're helping to build. And I think that along the way, that is really what I have realized is my influence over time.
My leadership journey shifted from business to purpose when I started working with Wayne Foreman. He really gave me the autonomy and the ownership to just love people and lead from a standpoint of love. It's made business outcomes get really, really small, and people influence and people growth get really, really big.